Now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Justin Betty. We'll get to those stories in just a couple of minutes. But first, we had some beautiful weather today. Felt like summer outside, but that might be changing later on tonight. Newswatch 12 Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now with your first look at the forecast. Jeff.
Hey, Justin. Yeah, we're tracking two weather headlines. First off is the heat out there today, followed by the potential for some severe weather tonight. Here we are in Stevens Point, currently where it is 80 degrees in Point right now, a new record high for them, also for Rhinelander, also for Antigo. So record highs across the area today. That's the heat, which is now fuel for what could be some thunderstorms tonight. So lots of clear skies out there today, followed by a front just to the west of us now. That's moving in our direction. That will bump into all the heat across our area now and likely cause a few storms tonight. A couple of those storms could be locally strong to severe. Most likely some gusty winds in there, probably heavy rain as well into tomorrow morning. So your forecast then for tonight, though, is clouding over, the potential for some severe weather, heavy rain in there as well, with low temperatures down near 52. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Starting today, every adult in Wisconsin, age 16 and up, can now receive the COVID-19 vaccine. But if you're part of this newly eligible group, you may still have to wait. Right now, the CDC reports Wisconsin has among the most efficient states in the country for distributing vaccines. But according to local health departments, they still don't have enough vaccine to keep up with this increased demand. However, many local clinics say scheduling is opening up as the over 65 crowd has almost maxed out their vaccinations, making room for other groups to get the vaccine.
Every day that we give more vaccine, we then, open up that next week's supply. It just makes the number of people who are looking for those doses smaller.
This new eligibility group also comes with an extra condition. These 16 and 17-year-olds can only receive the Pfizer vaccine, which can be harder to come by.
The health department has only received Moderna and Johnson & Johnson. So for that example, it is more difficult for the 16 and 17-year-olds. There is limited availability of Pfizer, whether that's at their healthcare provider or a local pharmacy.
To find out where you can schedule your vaccine appointment, you can check out your local health department's website. Oneida County announced they still have availability for their upcoming Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine clinic this Thursday. That's the one-shot vaccine. You can schedule your appointment through their online booking site, bookochd.timetap.com. As millions of people across the country continue to get vaccinated against COVID-19, some people are buying fake vaccine cards online. The Department of Health and Human Services and the FBI are investigating this growing trend. There's currently no federal system to authenticate the CDC's vaccination cards, which makes it easy for scammers to make them. Experts say a digital verification or QR code may roll out eventually. In the meantime, to report suspicious activity, you can call 1-800-HHS-TIPS. Experts also say when you get your real vaccine card, don't take a selfie with it. Bad actors are pulling people's personal information from the cards being posted to social media. Since the beginning of the pandemic, stress levels have been on the rise as more people deal with job loss, health struggles, financial instability, isolation, and with the added stress comes some other health problems as well. Newswatch 12's Megan Mamlock spoke with a clinical psychologist to understand the impact stress has on the body. She joins us now live in studio with details. Megan.
Thanks, Justin. Psychologist Greg Rogers of UW Health says that the population is suffering the most from stress attributed to mental health struggles during the pandemic is younger individuals due to the increased isolation and screen time during quarantine. But there are ways that people can cope with stress during the pandemic.
The recent legislation that passed through and was signed by President Biden included a lot of funding for mental health care. And so that's a really good sign and an indication that the, increased awareness of the importance of managing stress and supporting people's emotional health.
Survey research that's been conducted during the pandemic has shown an increase in mental health care.
From a baseline of roughly 10% of the population pre-COVID two rates that are like 35 to 40% of people now are reporting significant levels of anxiety and depressive symptoms.
According to the Mayo Clinic, stress can affect your body, mood, and behavior with symptoms like headaches, chest pain, depression, drug and alcohol misuse, among others. The added stress has also even caused dentists to have an increase in fixing chipped teeth due to grinding and clenching, which can also lead to headaches. Medical professionals have a few suggestions people can do to promote their emotional health and reduce stress, which includes
self-care activities, and that ranges anything from good hygiene to eating well, protecting 7 or 8 hours for sleep, and getting exercise, staying engaged in things that you enjoy and that give you a sense of purpose.
If you feel like your stress symptoms are getting worse, you are encouraged to speak with your primary care doctor. Justin.
Thanks, Megan. The Internal Revenue Service is sending more money to some people who were shorted in their original stimulus payments. The so-called plus-up payments are going to people whose 2018 or 2019 returns show them not qualifying for full payments, but their 2020 tax return show they are owed more. For instance, if you earned less money in 2020 than in previous years, or if you had a child who was not born yet when previous tax returns were filed, low-income Social Security recipients and others who didn't file in 2019 or 2020 may also still be waiting for more money. The Dow closed at another record high today, over 33,500, thanks in part to strong numbers from the services sector. The Institute for Supply Management's monthly index report jumped to its highest level ever. Analysts say that indicates pent-up consumer demand is finally being released. March marked the 10th straight month of growth in services as the industry begins to rebound from the pandemic. The rapid growth in the U.S. services sector follows other signs of economic recovery like new orders, inventories, and employment. Stormy Comer in Ironwood, Michigan is being celebrated as one of the 2021 awardees for the Michigan 50 Companies to Watch. Stormy Comer is home to the iconic plaid wool cap with those pull-down earbands. You've seen them. Each nominee is evaluated based off of intent and capacity to grow, including employee or sales growth and sustainable competitive advantage. The business has been in business since 1958. Their parent company employs about 90 people in the Ironwood area. They'll be honored at an awards ceremony during the 17th annual Michigan Celebrates Small Business Gala on July 20th. When we recycle, we often don't see how that recyclable material is later put to use. But thanks to a new challenge here in the North Woods, folks may be able to see some recycled plastic put to some very good use. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast, including a wet week ahead. That's next. Newswatch 12 at 6.
At Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, we have a knowledgeable staff, competitive pricing, and free estimates. Browse our selection of carpet, vinyl, wood, and tile for your next home project.
Voices like this solicit sneaky saves.
In the last second.
Oopsie. You do have a heart after all.
Does he, though?
The Voice, tonight on NBC.
Who are you?
If you don't stop, innocent people are going to die.
I believe that I found this for a reason. This is saving my wife.
I understand that you think this is a miracle. You have no idea what you're dealing with.
There's a splash of surprise in every Wisconsin Lottery scratch game. Like WOW, the new $10 number match game, featuring a chance to win double the prize with a WOW symbol or instantly win $30 for every binocular symbol revealed. A chance to win up to 25 times and a top prize of $75,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
When searching for your next truck, you want your truck to last. Get the job done right with a Lenz truck. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs. Over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, and can be bought hassle-free online. Go now to lenztruck.com.
Lenz Truck. Lenz Truck. We got the trucks at Lance Truck.
We got the trucks.
Hey, Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
Well, grass needs two things to grow. One is sunshine, check, we got that today. And two is moisture, and that's on the way. So tune up the lawnmowers. It's going to take off here pretty soon as we have lots of rainfall in the forecast for us this week. Also today, look at this, 77 right now in Rhinelander. We had a record, tied the record high of 78 2 hours ago with a south wind at 15, and the pressure is falling ever so slightly at the airport. Wausau 78 right now. It was in the low 80s earlier for you with a southeast breeze at 17 and a dew point there at 46. It's beginning to feel a bit more humid out there as a front approaches from the west. All right, so here we are. Everybody's having a we're about 20 to 30 degrees above average today. Basically upper 70s to low 80s. Lots of records fell across the region today. We will not do this again tomorrow, but still tomorrow we'll have high temperatures back in the 60s. Look at the heat across the Midwest right now. It's 86 in Sioux Falls, 83 in Minneapolis, 81 in St. Louis. So again, today was our warm day. Tomorrow a bit cooler as rain showers back into the forecast for tomorrow afternoon. So tonight, here's the other part of the story. So tonight, a cold front's approaching the area. It could trigger some showers and active storms most likely after midnight. They could contain some gusty winds, some small hail, and some very heavy downpours in there as well. Now, timing is on our side this time around as they are arriving later on this evening after peak daytime heating. But here we are. Here are the threats tonight. Some small hail is possible, some wind in there as well, and certainly heavy rainfall. Now, heavy rain will be the story the rest of the week as well. After tonight, rain's back in the forecast tomorrow night, and once that system gets here tomorrow night, it's going to rain off and on for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You ready for that? So the clouds are increasing out there now as a front is approaching from the west of us right there. So that's on the move to the east of us, and that is going to trigger those showers and storms tonight. But then look what happens. So the west of us is a system over here. This is a classic upper level low. They tend to do whatever they want. They like to meander as they're cut off from the steering currents, and that is going to kind of sit and spin over us basically for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with a chance for showers and storms. It's not going to be an all-day rain, but still the clouds will keep temperatures back in the 50s again with scattered rain showers for 4 days around here. So here's the front to the west of us right now. This will move through tonight. Behind it then, high pressure builds in for a couple hours tomorrow. It's going to be an okay day tomorrow, followed by that's the low, the upper level low right there is going to move in our direction for tomorrow night. And again, once it gets here, it's going to sit over us for several days. Futurecast shows the clouds increasing out there now, and this is the first round coming through tonight. Again, any of these could be locally strong this evening. Then we break into some good weather for a couple hours tomorrow, and then the low approaches from the west tomorrow evening. Here we are tomorrow night looking at another round of showers and storms. Any of those could be locally strong to severe as well. That pushes through, but then you can see what's going on, right? A wave after wave after wave of rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and the rain will begin to add up. We're talking inches of rainfall between now and say Friday evening into Saturday as well. So here we are going forward tonight. Scattered showers and a couple of storms out there. They could be locally strong, most likely after midnight with gusty winds and small hail. Look for low temperatures near 52. The average high is 45 to 47. Yeah, we're well above that, right? For tomorrow, okay, so a couple of showers early, followed by a break in the action for many hours tomorrow. Highs reaching for 65, and then storms again in the forecast for tomorrow night. Any of those could be locally strong, so get ready for that. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows the upper level low gets over us on Wednesday. Once it's here, it's going to spin through Thursday, into Friday, into Saturday, with temperatures in the 50s through much of the week. Justin?
Thanks, Jeff. Recycling can sometimes seem harder than it is. One local business, though, wants you to join them in gathering up as much plastic as possible before time runs out on a recycling competition. News Watch 12 Scoop for Henkel stopped by to find out how Rhinelander could win big on two fronts.
Whether you keep yours under the sink, in the pantry, or out in the garage, And that bag of plastic bags could turn into a bench like this if the city of Rhinelander is able to come up with 500 pounds of plastic by September 1st.
Food storage bags, plastic grocery bags, cereal bag liners, pellet bags, ice bags, anything that you can stretch a little bit. So like if you push your thumb into it and it moves and doesn't snap, that can be brought in.
Emily Pop partnered with Trex, who uses the recycled plastic to make their product.
So we combine recycled materials like plastic grocery bags and scrap wood to create the first generation of composite decking.
All people have to do is bring their bags in, put them in one of these bins.
Mel's Trading Post in Rhinelander is the only collection site so far.
The Chamber of Commerce and Tractor Supply will have them as well. We just have to have them shipped in.
Pop says they're all in, whether they win the bench or not.
It's just a little bit of incentive for us. Like I said, it's a great thing to be doing either way.
They've already collected nearly 100 pounds in 4 days.
We ourselves started collecting a little bit early because if we can keep all that out of the landfill, we're going to. And we have a few bags already, so I'm super excited that we're on top of the game.
In Rhinelander, Cooper Henkel, Newswatch 12.
Today, the Derek Chauvin trial entered its second week, and one of the most highly anticipated witnesses took the stand. We'll take a closer look at that testimony after the break.
Hunger. It lets you know you're hungry. For 100% charbroiled Angus beef and A1 sauce. It's steakhouse flavor without all the fuss. Try the new Steakhouse Angus Thick Burger at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need an expert who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Step 1. Build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to the Baja 1000. Win. Then, evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then, make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford Proud.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with replacement windows from Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call the number below now to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. Now is the time to say goodbye to high maintenance and inefficiencies and say hello to our beautiful replacement windows. Our windows are custom built in America, made with exclusive composite Fibrex material, are low maintenance, and won't warp or bow like vinyl does. And when combined with the best people in the industry and a superior process, you get Renewal by Andersen's signature service. A unique start-to-finish process skillfully guided by our industry experts so you can feel confident in your decisions and more comfortable in your home. Our spring savings event won't last long. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Call now before it expires. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
What flavors are you chasing? Hand-seasoned Angus beef? A1 sauce? Words written in cursive? Luxury you eat with your hands. Try the new Steakhouse Angus Thick Burger at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services.
The Derek Chauvin murder trial is underway, continued today with one of the most highly anticipated witnesses taking the stand. The chief of police in Minneapolis called to stand to testify against his former officer. Jay Gray has the latest.
You swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that
Minneapolis Police Chief Madaria Arredondo, forceful, direct from the witness stand.
Do you believe that the defendant followed Departmental Policy 5-304 regarding de-escalation?
I absolutely do not.
The chief, in hours of testimony, reviewing police policy and rules and making it clear he believes Derek Chauvin abused his power when he put his knee across George Floyd's neck for about 9 minutes.
Once he was,
in distress and trying to verbalize that, that should have stopped.
In earlier testimony,
asphyxia.
A resident physician the evening Floyd was taken to the hospital tells the jury the most likely cause of his death was a lack of oxygen. Prosecutors asking if he saw any signs of an overdose while trying to save Floyd's life.
I didn't feel that there was a specific toxin that we could give a medication for that would readily reverse his arrest.
The defense pushing back during cross.
Drug use. Certain drugs can cause hypoxia. Agreed? Yes. Specifically fentanyl?
That's correct.
How about methamphetamine?
It can.
An autopsy revealed Floyd had both drugs in his system when he died. Floyd's brother calls the questions about his drug use a diversion.
I can tell you this, my brother was walking just fine. He was laughing, talking, before Derek Chauvin put an overdose of his knee on his neck for 9 minutes.
Prosecutors are expected to continue their focus on police procedures and the medical aspects of this case over the next couple of days.
Get a stylish solution for every room with window treatments and save with 11% off everything at Menards. Get window images, room darkening vinyl, and aluminum blinds, faux wood blinds, and cellular shades trimmed to width for free. Or order a custom style and size. From durable, economical options to stunning custom designs, you'll find the perfect window treatments to transform your space. Right now, all window treatments are 11% off. Get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, Antonio. It's so great to have you on Team Cellcom. What you working on?
What you think of my new proposal on coverage?
Well, you put big red X's through Chicago, Detroit, and Minnesota.
Yep.
Nope. With Cellcom, you get great coverage up north or in enemy territory, and we're always working to make it better. Cellcom, clarity in a cloudy world.
Well, can you at least give me San Francisco?
Step away from the map, Antonio.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. We are NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Every child, no matter their zip code, should have access to a great public education. As a former teacher and superintendent, I know what it takes. I've led schools to high student achievement, I've expanded preschool, and I've balanced budgets. My opponent has proven she can't be trusted. She tried to cover up a $500,000 school financial scandal. Our kids deserve better. I'm Jill Underly. As state superintendent, I'll always do what's best for our kids.
Hi, I'm Dean Hoger with Miracle-Ear of Rhinelander. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
Well, we know anything can happen on live TV, but this is a first I think I've seen. An anchor for Mir TV in Moscow, Russia, introducing a weather report here. And as she begins describing the lovely spring weather, a dog takes the microphone, runs away with it. The cameraman stays with her as she chases after the dog. She eventually caught the dog and did the weather report with the dog at her side, which is also impressive. Jeff, have you had any experience like that?
You know, Theo has walked through the screen a couple times.
That's true.
But, you know, nothing too unusual with that, so no. But hey, weather today is by far unusual. Look at these temperatures today. Highs back up near 80. Right now we're at 77 in Rhinelanders, also for Wapaka, 80 in Stevens Point. Several record highs fell today. By the way, long-standing record highs back in 1921 in most cases. Okay, but outside now the clouds are beginning to increase, and that's our sign of change coming. We have a cold front front to the west of us that will likely trigger a couple of showers and storms tonight. Those could be locally strong after midnight. And then we're going to get wet as we have rain in the forecast, not just for tomorrow evening, but also for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into Saturday.
All right, well, we'll put out that fire danger, I guess, at least.
Sure.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 6. Wheel of Fortune is next. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 with more.